Hey, I'm Kayla with Tucson Placenta Encapsulation, and today I want to talk about postpartum health and wellness, the fourth trimester, and how important it is in your motherhood journey. So let's get started. So the fourth trimester is a period of time after you have your baby that can range from anywhere from 6 weeks to 3 months. Nearly all ancient cultures around the world have this period of time for a mother to rest and stay home and have very little responsibilities so that she can recover and bond with her new baby. And what I think is really important to talk about is that this is not extravagant or excessive. This is not anything to feel guilty about. This is not a spa day or me time or anything like that at all. This is essential for your recovery and you're developing into this new stage of motherhood. So it's not anything to feel any kind of shame or guilt about that you're taking time off from the rest of your life. It's important and it's vital to your wellness. The well-being of your home depends on your vitality and your ability to give. And you will not have anything to give if you do not take care of yourself and allow yourself this time to rest and recover. So even if your birth went extremely well and it was just completely ideal and you feel wonderful afterwards, a lot of women even have this surge of energy after giving birth and they feel strong and empowered and alive and ready to take on the world, which is great. But it's really actually important to take this time to rest and to not take on the world, to allow yourself this time to nurture and nourish your body and also your soul. You just went through a big change. You went through 10 months probably of being pregnant, and then you went into the heavens and reached out and you brought back your child. That's huge. And a lot of women, so 34% of births are actually reported as traumatic. And that's completely subjective to how the woman views her birth. So somebody from the outside may have viewed her birth as just beautiful and everything looked like it went perfectly. And if something happened during her labor and delivery that was not what she wanted, or she felt violated, or anything could have happened that made her view that birth and experience as traumatic. And so it's important to heal those feelings. So the fourth trimester, to me, the goal is, there's 3 things to focus on. The first is going to be nutrition. The second is creating a retreat. And the third is support. And I'd like to do a different video for each of those. This one is just kind of an intro to kind of open your mind to this idea of really nurturing yourself during this time, that you won't ever get this time back. Just like they say, you won't ever get this time back with your baby and them being little and all those tiny little new baby sounds that they make. That's true, but you also won't ever get this time back for yourself to just do nothing but spend time with your child. I know some people don't have the opportunity to truly do nothing. Sometimes you do have to do things around the house or you have other kids. But at the same time, this is the perfect opportunity to ask for help. And you are very likely to get help if you just ask. I really want to see things shift away from getting that baby weight off, or losing the weight, or getting your body back, or anything along those lines of how your body appears on the outside. Because you could have the most perfect looking body, completely fit, skinny, back in your old jeans, just everybody's saying, wow, you look fantastic, but that has nothing to do with how healthy you are inside, physically and emotionally. So I just want you to keep that in mind as you maybe are approaching the end of your pregnancy or you're in your postpartum now. Just forget about getting your body back, especially those first few weeks and months, the first 3 months. The last thing on your mind should be losing weight or putting those pre-pregnancy jeans back on. I mean, really, they're just pants. You can get new ones that fit great and feel good. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're happy in your body, in your life, that you have good people around you and you feel supported and loved, and that you have joy in your life, right? That's all that matters. So please help me spread this to the whole world, to your friends, and stop this idea that we need to lose our baby weight and that we need to that's all that matters. You know, there's so often I hear conversations, even people have said to me things like right after having a baby or within a few months, even 6 months or a year after having a baby. The comment is almost always, wow, you look great. Wow, you've lost a lot of weight. And all I think is, that doesn't matter. Who cares about that? I want to know how you're feeling. How are you doing? How is your emotional recovery? Did you have a traumatic birth? Is there anything you need to work through? Do you feel supported? Can I bring you some food? Is there anything that I can do for you? Those are the questions we should be asking and the kind of comments we should be making to a new mom. So let's just work on changing that mindset. Mindset is huge. Mindset can really change your life. Since having my baby, I've really shifted my mindset away from everything external. I used to always focus on external influences, what other people thought of me. I was constantly thinking about how I was presenting myself, from what my makeup, my clothes, my body size, even how I was speaking and the words I was choosing and how that was going to be perceived and what people would think of me. And now I could care less what people think of me. I do what feels good to me in this moment. I wear whatever amount of makeup I feel like wearing. And I wear it for me so that when I look in the mirror, I just think, wow, you look great today. And I don't really care what anybody else thinks about my makeup. I wear clothes that feel comfortable. I wear stretchy pants a lot because it's comforting to me. Not because I'm fat and I need to lose weight or anything like that at all. I wear what's comfortable. So kind of getting off on a tangent here about mindset, but it's a huge part of the postpartum, I believe. Let's get back to the 4th trimester. And I just really want to dive more into this idea of doing nothing, of being still, of stopping the busyness of our life. That I really hope that you can view it as a gift. You know, this is a gift that you have this time, whether it's 4 weeks or 12 weeks, you have this gift of time where you are not really required to do much, but be with that new baby and rest and heal your body. There's just not many other times in your life where you're gonna get that experience. And I hope that you take that opportunity and use it and enjoy it. Do things like, really nap when baby naps and eat really warm, nourishing foods and do things that you may kind of view as selfish, but they're not. Things like saying no to guests that you don't really want to see. You know, your aunt that wants to come over all the time just to see the baby and she's loud and she wears too much perfume. Just say no. Today's not a good day. If it hurts her feelings, that's her problem. I am giving you permission to do things that benefit you and you alone, because in order for that baby to be happy and feel loved and cared for, you need to feel loved and cared for and supported and rested as well. As a new mom, freshly postpartum, when you feel rested and full of joy and love, and you've let go of all the stress, and you're doing things that are in your best interest, you will have all the patience in the world, all the love and compassion, and your baby will feel it, and your whole family will feel it, and it will change the whole dynamic of your house. I promise, it really does. So I am kind of challenging you actually to reconsider maybe your beliefs about what the postpartum period is. You know, reconsider things like if you're thinking that you're going to go on a diet or that you're going to start a workout plan in 2 weeks after giving birth or something like that. I challenge you to consider where those thoughts maybe come from. You know, why do you think you need to lose that weight right away? Is it because it's in your best interest, or is it because that's what society wants you to do? Is it because that's what your friends on Facebook are posting about? Is that what's going to be best for you as a mom who has some healing to do? This is a huge transition time. So you've either become a brand new mom or a mom again. It's a big transition. Every time you become a mom, whether it's the first or the fifth time, you're going to have new feelings. Bring up all different kinds of feelings for you. And it takes time to work through those feelings. And if we don't feel our feelings and we just stuff them down and ignore them, they don't actually go away. They're still there. They're just deep down in there, and they will come out eventually, and probably not in a very pretty way. So I just am going to encourage you to address your feelings as they come up. You know, if you have some fears come up when you're thinking about your birth, the labor and the delivery, and when you're thinking about your life as a new mom and what that's going to look like, whatever feelings come up, just listen to your body and your mind and your heart, and try to just work through them and feel them. If it's feelings of fear or sadness, it's okay to be sad. You can cry. It's all right. It's actually really, really good for you to have a good cry. If you're excited, be excited. Share it with people. You know, whatever the feelings are that come up, just try to feel them as much, especially while you're pregnant in that early postpartum, because we're just so sensitive as women and new moms. Everything is so open and all our feelings are just so raw that you're a lot more susceptible to those blow up situations. So I just really encourage you to feel your feelings and express them in whatever way feels right for you. So I hope this was encouraging for you. I love talking about the postpartum period. I believe that if we can create this change in the postpartum and how we view it and how we treat new moms, and shift our whole focus away from, you know, losing weight, and just try to get back to nourishing our new moms and creating that slow living, restful focus on nutrition and sleep and all that good stuff. If we can get back there, we can shift the world, I believe, because if a mom gets back to that healthy way of living, and that slow, and she feels supported and loved and joyful, she's gonna change how she mothers her children and be a more joyful, compassionate, patient person. And in turn, she's instilling all of that into her children and her whole family, and they are taking that out into the world and treating the world with compassion and joy and patience. So I see this as a whole world, you know, shift. If we can just do it one mama at a time, it can happen. So I hope that you join me on this journey of changing the world. And if you have any comments, if you want to talk about your postpartum experience, whether it was good or bad, I'd love to chat. You can either comment below or you can message me. You can follow me over on Instagram, Nourishment for Mama. And I post a lot about some real life postpartum stuff, my own personal struggles and those of others, and then also lots of other fun parenting and clean living stuff. So come join me. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.